In this interesting episode, good people, we are talking about MARITZBURG United boss Ukadoria. He says that the club at MARITZBURG, they have to sell players in order for them to survive because they don't have enough money to maintain the club and sustain everything in the club. And because of that, they survive by selling their player. But again, if you don't know, there are an academy for Sundowns. Mostly, they sell their players to Sundowns and Orlando Pirates sometimes. So that's basically how they survive. Nevertheless, I'm going to give you more about that. So are you interested? Then please stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, guys, it is free of charge. Now back into the video, good people. Now Ufa Farouk Kadodia has some interesting things, and I guess a lot of football clubs are struggling, you know what I'm saying, because of that. But nevertheless, let's jump straight into it. He was speaking to Daily Sun and had this to say: we don't have a title sponsor, and many teams don't. It's not only us, said Kadodia. Those clubs that those clubs that have highline sponsors are on a different level. We have to control our budget within the income that we have. Okay, MARITZBURG in particular, over the years, sold players to help us survive in the league. We didn't sell players financially. If we didn't sell players financially, we will be out of this league. Okay, well, what a very sad thing, eh? We have players who came in January, but they needed to establish themselves in the PSL and in our team. Sure, yeah, nah. So basically, this speaks about the fact that, hey guys, it's not pap and meat to run a club. If I'm not mistaken, there is a grant that is given by PSL to all teams in the DStv Premiership and also in the Glad Africa Championship. Remember that the Glad Africa Championship is the lower level of the professional league. Now, in the professional league, I'm not sure whether they receive around 4 million a month or 1 point something or 3 million. But I think the last time I checked, it is below 4 million. Now, let me give you an example. If a player like Egan Dolly earns 1.4 million, let's say you give him 4 million. That means now, and then you've got Kama Billiard sitting on close to him 900,000 because it's 800 and something thousand. You've got the high earners in the club. It means that that grant could only pay for few players. So if you look at that, teams like MARITZBURG United, then like others, Golden Arrows, they have to resort to this method of selling players, and then, you know what I'm saying, sell your players, get money, run the club. You know what I mean? Like, look at Stellenbosch, for instance. It has been alleged that Dupree's price tag was 10 million. Zitakunik was 3 million. That means they received 13 million injection to run the club. You're just wondering how much was Yasif Mat to Skokuna United. It has been alleged that it was 5 million. That means Skokuna United have received 5 million rand injection to run the club. You're just wondering how much was Dillian Solomon, Mahlatsi, and Mutlo. That would probably mean that I'm thinking they probably cashed around 15 million. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that certain clubs will then become a more or less like what can I say, the right word for it? More or less like an academy for the bigger teams that has got bigger sponsors. If you look at MARITZBURG United, they supply Mamelodi Sundowns the most and Orlando Pirates. Golden Arrows, yeah, the same. And then Chippa United in the picture, those are people they directly supply Orlando Pirates. You know what I'm saying? And other teams in between, they're not necessarily a feeder to those teams in a sense of having that type of a relationship. Yes, they can buy players from Cape Town City and all the stuff. Yeah, but these three teams, they supply these two teams that I've mentioned. Seemingly, of lately, Kaizer Chiefs seems to be enjoying the same thing with Swallows FC and Stellenbosch. Look at the relationship they have. So it means that because Kaizer Chiefs have got sponsors, it's easy to these teams to develop these players, giving them to Kaizer Chiefs, and Kaizer Chiefs just give the money, and that's it. And that also helps because it's easy for Stellenbosch to borrow money from Kaizer Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for Swallows to borrow money from Kaizer Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but nevertheless, what's your comment about it? Let the conversation begin in the comment section below right now, right here.